Welcome back to another reaction/analysis of the Chaotix Casefiles. Today we're going to be looking at episode 5, which at the time of recording this is the latest episode in the series. After this one, I will be completely caught up, and anything in the future, I will try my best to make sure to upload in a timely fashion that is like consistent with their releases, or at least closer to their releases. But this one is the return of Cream's mom, Vanilla, and this is the first time, if I recall correctly, I don't know if she's ever had a voice before. I think this may be the first time that Vanilla the rabbit has had a voice in this series, which is fascinating because she's been around for 20 plus years, right? She's been around for a long time. But I mean, when was the last time we saw Vanilla in a game? I actually don't remember. Was it Sonic Rush? No, there's no, because she's been mentioned, of course. She's been mentioned in you know, Crossworlds. She's mentioned in there. I'm pretty sure she was mentioned by Cream in maybe Colors DS, but like we haven't seen her physically probably since Sonic Rush, and I think she's only in Rush and Advance 2. Is that correct? I'm not entirely sure, but I think I actually see Gemerald in there too. Yeah, I think Gemerald is standing right beside her. Oh no, it would have been Sonic Advance 3, wouldn't it? Yeah, Advance 3 was, I think, the last time we saw Vanilla. No, because that came out before Rush. Either way, that was another game that we saw Vanilla in. I think the last time we saw her was Rush. But anyway, last we left off, they were falling out of the sky in the Chaotix Copter, and I hope they survive, because otherwise there's no show. The case of Catastrophic Copter Crash.
You wouldn't want to miss when the Chaotix are on the case.
I don't know. Seems like you and Sonic are what they call a captive audience.
Shut up, I just got that one.
Almost got it.
Ah! Espio, I'm the one who ate all your yogurt.
Now's not really the time, Charmy.
Almost got it.
And one time, I accidentally sneezed into your house slippers.
I don't even wear house slippers.
Almost got it.
And once I was playing with your Super Ninja action figure and accidentally broke it, and I was scared you'd be mad, so I flushed it down the toilet.
That was you?
Comedy comes in threes. That was really well executed.
The Chaotix Copter might not have been great at flying, but it was top-notch at crashing.
That's for sure.
I think I bent my wing. But yeah.
Espio, you with us?
Yeah, I'm all right. Landed on my horn.
Not a good.
But look, there, on the horizon. Lights, which means civilization. So we had that.
Or a house.
Without knowing.
I would say I could just fly over there and check him out. Except, you know, bent wing.
I mean, that's gotta hurt. How do you fix that?
That's not gonna work till it straightens back out.
Ah.
I'll just have to walk for now.
Just by itself, I guess.
One of you could carry me.
Are your legs broken? Oh, flusher of rare collectible action figures?
You,
The point is, we need to be working together so we can figure out how to get the copter over to wherever those lights might be.
Get the copter? What are you even talking about?
It's
the
crashed,
copter's
bro.
kind of. Should we say a few words over it?
It's not dead. It just had a little mechanical mishap. Nothing a good overhaul can't fix. Now,
It just
help me
explodes.
figure out the now look here. This stupid helicopter represents years worth of scrimping and saving. Do you know how many aluminum cans I collected? I'm not going to lose my very probably overpriced copter too. So get out of the way.
Very
I'll drag it
probably.
myself.
Yeah, but what if it's not? What if it's the thief, and he's going to look like us again and get us all confused?
Why would he be
and we
here,
end up
Charmy?
zapping each other?
Greetings, Chaotix.
General!
Whoa.
Relief, he was committed to protecting a certain mother and daughter. He also knew pretty well.
General,
Oh, I'm sure you
I've
want
gotta
to.
say, General, do you think you can help us get our helicopter over to their place? And then maybe see if we could get patched up?
Analyzing request. Conclusion reasonable.
Oh. Really funny that it's like, no. Absolutely not.
Wow, he just picked up the whole copter. He's way stronger than you, Vector.
He's a
I'm gonna
robot.
overlook-
Goodness, you boys look more than a little worse for wear.
Gemerald led
It's
us
very
to the
similar to
home of
Rouge's
Vanilla
voice.
the rabbit.
I know it's not
And
her, but
daughter, Vanilla wasn't a fighter, but she was a good, smart, strong, kind woman. And If I may be so bold. More than a little good-looking, too.
Oh,
I found them in the
Vector.
meadow,
What were you doing in the meadow?
loitering.
Loitering, General.
And you have schoolwork.
Oh.
School confirmed?
How's that
Education
going,
confirmed?
Hey, Cream. Race you around the meadow? May I, Mother? Please?
Oh, all right. Just stay within sight of the house. And don't get too overly rambunctious. Neither of you should get too riled up this close to bedtime.
Yay! Let's go!
That's cute. That's adorable.
The trace elements indicate proximity to equipment originating from an identifiable source.
What? You're sure? What source?
Such as who?
Dr. Eggman.
Oh, no. I insist that the three of you stay here and get some decent rest before you head off again.
Well, are you sure? The last thing we want to do is impose.
Vanilla made up places for us all to bed down. The trouble was, my mind
I
kept
couldn't
racing like
sleep.
a hot rod. I guess I hoped it would make our problem seem smaller, less daunting.
The more he
easier to
talks,
handle.
the better he's
No
getting at
such
this.
luck.
Vector, what are you doing out here by yourself?
Like I said before, Vanilla was quite a woman. I guess you could say I'd been carrying a torch for her for quite a while.
Sure.
Problem was,
Since
every
2000.
time I got the chance
2004,
to say
5?
anything, I froze, like a puddle of water in the ice cap zone.
Hey!
Vanilla's words took me off guard, but what surprised me even more was when she slid an arm around my waist and snuggled up to me, her head resting on my shoulder.
Oh.
You have a very active imagination, Vector.
I hate to agree with the rodent.
Hey!
Right.
Hey!
You, sir, are an unreliable narrator.
No, it could
You
happen.
know, I'm recounting these events exactly as they... I mean, kinda as they... Well, I'll tell it how I want to.
You know, Vector, you and I always seem to have terrible timing.
Can't argue with you there. But, if you're willing, I'd like to try to improve on that. Once this case is wrapped up.
Hell yeah.
That would be lovely. Then maybe we can get away, just the two of us. But
Okay.
for now, you need to get some sleep. Those big, strong
All
muscles
right.
need their
All right.
rest.
Oh, come on! That doesn't sound like Vanilla at all. No way she said that stuff.
Stop interrupting.
This is my goddamn
Made
story.
our way back to the house.
Oh, that's the song he sings in Heroes.
What exactly are you doing with the Chaotix Copter?
I'm fixing it in my new role as Chaotix Mechanic.
You're not
No
okay.
offense, kid, but since when do you know how to fix anything?
Hey, it takes one flying thing to know another. Just you wait.
I
By
mean,
morning,
I would say you can't argue with his logic, but you very literally can. I will be shocked, but maybe.
You're all right with him doing that?
Well, I don't
It
think
can't
could
get more
any
broken.
worse. And we need to win. I don't have any objections.
Fair
You're
enough.
a good man, Vector.
You and your strong arms,
You
and
get a good night's rest now, okay?
strong jaw.
Did you just pull a bunch of wires out and draw all over the outside with crayons?
Well, yeah. Isn't it great?
Yeah. It's good, bud.
Okay, maybe I'm not going to be the official Chaotix Mechanic, but doesn't it look awesome?
We'll figure something out, bud.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this. We'll come back and get it out of your yard as soon as we can.
There's no rush, Vector. Besides,
Gives you a reason to come back.
happy he is.
Couldn't General just fix it?
I'm not sure if I can find the right terminology to describe it.
Hush, General.
That's the nicest way he could have put it.
You know, Sonic, I'm not sure exactly what we were expecting to find, but it definitely wasn't what was there waiting for us.
Okay, and
Okay.
what was there waiting for you?
Eggman's artificial intelligence daughter, Sage.
My little girl. I'm just so proud of her.
The Chaotix Detective Agency was about to face The solitary Sage Siege.
Ugh, you are killing me with these titles.
Dude, it's sick! It's a sick title! This episode was... I liked it a lot, and I think that this series really is a who's who, right, of, like, Sonic characters, and I think that part of me really likes it for that reason. Granted, a lot of these characters are not, like, the ones you would probably first think of. Like, you have the Babylon Rogues, who are very restrained to the racing games. You have Tangle and Whisper, who are relegated to the comics. You have Abraham Tower, who really has only been in Shadow the Hedgehog and, like, mentioned in other games, right? Like, he's made cameo appearances in other games, but, like, as not even him, just, like, on a trading card or, like, referenced in some text. You have Vanilla and Gemerald, who we haven't seen since the mid-2000s. Like, it very much is, look at all these niche characters. The only one that I would say is, like, not very niche is Rouge, but, I mean, even she's, like, kind of background-ish sometimes. And you have, like, Tori as well, who is much like Tangle and Whisper and, to an extent, Sage, newer characters that we are just now getting to know. But I like the expansion of the world, and I think that this episode really goes to show that, because it's not even an episode where a whole lot happens, right? I would never go as far to say that this is a filler episode of any kind, but what I love about this one is that it precisely takes its time in that it's not very important to the overall story, but it is important enough, right? Like, because without crashing here and finding Gemerald and finding, you know, Vanilla and Cream, you're left wondering, well, how did you manage to survive? How did you manage to find the Eggman base? So meeting them was important, but overall what happens in it is more character stuff, right? It is like them apologizing to each other and them trying to figure out and trying to look at things on the bright side. It's sort of a reintroduction of these characters for those that have only played the games, right? And again, as an internet show, strictly, it may be the first time that a lot of people are even learning who these characters are, right? Like, if you're not familiar with them from their games, it might be the first time you're really getting to learn who these characters are and what their personality is, right? Because they don't go into much like Tangle and Whisper, they don't go into the specifics of Sonic Advance 2, don't go into the specifics of Sonic Advance 3, Sonic Battle, you know, like all these things that are kind of necessary to know who Vanilla is, who Gemerald is, where Gemerald comes from, why he, you know, went from Eggman robot to protecting, you know, the rabbit family. But just the character and more learning about their relationships to each other. And again, Gemerald getting a voice, Vanilla getting a voice, the relationship between Charmy and Cream, which is very cute. The relationship that it started in Sonic X, I believe, with Vector and Vanilla, right? Like, that was the first time that, I mean, because we couldn't see them interact anywhere else but that show. And that's where that sort of started. And it hasn't really been a thing until recently, again, where they're trying to reintroduce these characters and these dynamics. It's also referenced in Crossworlds in character and rival dialogue between Vector and Cream. And so, like, there's a lot of these old Sonic characters and dynamics that are being reintroduced through this series, which I think is really, really cool. And some that we may not even have seen before, like the Chaotix and Abraham Tower. Like, I never would have thought we would have seen something like that, but I love it. I do love seeing what his opinion of them is too. Like, he knows that they're good guys, and he's more disappointed that, like, they're getting in the way. While things that aren't too important happened here, again, I just really like the showing how big this world is, and the, like, because you do get a sense of scale, especially when Gemerald's like, yeah, this Eggman base is like a day away, right? Like, if you walk there, you'll get there tomorrow. Like, you're not getting there tonight, you're not getting there later today, you're getting there tomorrow. And again, with Charmy, like, I do love that they set up, like, hey, you know what? I'll try to fix this thing, and so you're kind of, like, in my mind, I was thinking, there's no way he can, right? I feel like that would be a cop-out thing. Like, if he was the mechanic, like, oh, another flying character who can fix, you know, who's a mechanic, just like Tails. I love that they sort of do the fake out, where it's just like, oh, no, he just painted on it with crayon all night and took the wires out. Because that gives Charmy also more of, like, a storyline or a character arc, where it's just like, okay, what is Charmy? Like, he's not just the flying guy, right? He's not just the annoying guy. What is Charmy in terms of the dynamic for Team Chaotix? And maybe this is just spitballing, but maybe it's the motivation, right? Like, he's what keeps Espio and Vector sort of amped. Like, even though he can get on their nerves, he is the one that's like constantly pushing and constantly has the good attitude. So maybe that's where they're gonna go with that. But if they do end up having him fulfill a deeper purpose, right, or a more significant purpose, that'd be really cool too. So I'm very interested to see how the rest of this series pans out, because again, this was very much a not incredibly important to the overall story episode, but still important. Hearing what happened here was still important so that we can get to the Eggman stuff, which is closer to where we are in the present day. But them meeting Sage next episode, and like, again, this goes back to the character interactions that we probably wouldn't get to see in the games very often, right? Like, I said this at the beginning of the series, but they haven't really been a unit in a long time. Like, in Forces, yeah, all three of them were there, but it's kind of hard to think of them as Team Chaotix in that game, because like everyone's coming together as the Resistance, and so them coming together as a team or being a team in that game doesn't exactly feel right. And even in Crossworlds, right, every character is their own racer. It's not like Team Sonic Racing where, you know, the dynamic is them as a team. Everyone's there on their own. And so like it's been a long time since we've seen the Chaotix as Team Chaotix. And so to see Team Chaotix interact with all these characters, and now Sage, who like is very analytical and like who we've seen interact with Sonic and Tails and the primary cast, it's going to be very interesting. I suspect it's going to be similar-ish to how General was in terms of like being analytical about what they're saying, but more judgmental, especially because she's still on Eggman's side. So I am very, very curious and very excited for the next episode, which should be coming out sometime soon at the time of recording this. If I'm looking at the trend of when each episode is uploaded, and it looks like it's a weekly basis. And at the time of recording, episode 5 came out like a week ago. So I think maybe later today or tomorrow at the time of me recording this is when episode 6 will come out. And if it does, I will be sure to record it as soon as I can so that we are up to date on that and I can get these episodes out to you as quickly as I can. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome. I'll see you for episode 6 of the Chaotix Casefiles. We're getting closer to, I'm assuming, the end. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm loving it so far. Like, I have so few complaints about this series. There's so little things that I feel like I can really criticize about it. There's a lot here that I really love, just even conceptually, right? Again, I wish this was a game. That's like my biggest thing, is that like I wish this was a game that I could play and not just like an audio drama I was listening to. But even as an audio drama, I think it is very good, very successful. I can't wait to hear and see more like what they're going to do in the future. So until next time, stay safe, stay awesome. This is Charai5 signing off.